Hello, my people. How are we today? Okay, today we meet for new video pre-match analysis for the big match of today. Okay, Atletico de Madrid versus FC Barcelona at the Riyadh Metropolitano, and we're also going to do a few talks about the match between Mallorca and Real Madrid. And first things first, I'm very happy with the fact that Real Madrid are playing before us. Okay, because they're playing at 3:15. They're playing before us, so the result of their match will determine the outcome of our own match. Okay. Now, this match is a very decisive match for our title or for the title race because I don't think Real Madrid are going to take the risk of giving up on the title so soon because they've lost the Super Cup, they've been eliminated from the Cup, the Copa del Rey, so they're left just with the League and the Champions League. And I believe even in Real Madrid's mind, they know that the probabilities of them winning the Champions League is low. Not that it's zero, but low. Okay, low because realistically, all of us will know that les adversaires, the people or the teams that Real Madrid are going to face against before they get to the final or win the Champions League is going to be really hard. They have a match against Bayern that we're going to talk about it probably Sunday or Monday. Okay, and Bayern is not an easy opponent. Not like Madrid cannot eliminate them, but they are not an easy opponent. Okay, so Madrid understand that if there is something that they can get hands on as of now, it is going to be the league. So I don't see them taking the risk of dropping a lot of points before the El Clasico. I really don't see them. So the match between Atletico de Madrid and Barcelona is going to be a very decisive match. And talking about that match, I also don't see Atletico de Madrid coming all out to play FC Barcelona at the same time staying back and not doing anything. I see them in the middle of Memsi under pair. Even if we have to lose, let's give them a run for their money. I don't know if you understand, because Atletico de Madrid is almost in the same shoe like Real Madrid. They have they have lost out on the league because I think the difference between FC Barcelona, who is first, and Atletico Madrid, I think is 13 points, 13 no 16 points, 16 points also. That because they are third, so the difference between the first and the third is 16 points. And the difference between the second, that's Real Madrid and Atletico de Madrid, I think is 12 points also. So the gap is too much. Okay, so they know that they are not playing to win the league. They are playing for maintenance. They are playing to stay in the league in order to qualify for Europe. That's the Champions League spot. Okay, they are not playing to win the league. So, and more to that, they are more focused on the cup, which they're already in the finals, which I think they're going to win, and the Champions League. And remember that Champions League game is still against us, and I think that they will take that more serious compared to the league, because the league, they know that they are not going to have anything to run behind in the league. But yet opponents that have nothing to lose are one of the most dangerous opponents to ever face, because they have nothing to lose. Hence, even if you have to beat them, you're not going to beat them easily. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, and that's what I think Atletico Madrid are going to do. Okay, they know that Barcelona is coming in to win the league, and winning this match of today is very vital in whatever is going to happen between Barcelona and the league. So I think they're going to come in here with the mindset that même si on doit perdre, on doit les rendre la vie dure. Okay, that's what I personally think. Now the match is going to be, I think it's going to be an attack and defense match. I think Atletico Madrid are going to stay back, then counter with their very fast guys in front: Ademola Lookman, Alvarez, Griezmann, and Baina. I will explain why Baina might start. Okay, so I think that's how they're going to play. So it's going to be an attack and defense match. Though it's going to be at the Riyadh Metropolitano, and remember the last time we faced them in that stadium, we had a very difficult time with the state of the pitch that was very, very funny. Players were slipping off anyhow, and in that effect, I learned that our German coach Hansi Flick, he during the training the whole of this week, he didn't complain about the wet pitch of the Real Metropolitano. Instead, he made our players to train on a wet pitch so that they will get used to. Okay, in case, because he knows that Atletico Madrid are going to use the same or might use the same strategy for our subsequent matches against them, especially the ones that we play at the Riyadh Metropolitano. So they train on a wet pitch to get them adapted. Because, like I said, Atletico Madrid are not going to give us an easy one. Now, those guys, they have absences. They have guys that are absent on both teams. Atletico de Madrid have important guys that are absent. Llorente is absent due to accumulation of yellow cards. Cardozo is absent. Okay, he's going to be absent. Solot is going to be absent. Barrios is going to be absent. Pubil is going to be absent. So you see, and among all those names that I've listed, about 3 of them are undisputed starters. So I think that's also going to have an effect on them. Nevertheless, that does not mean that the match is going to be easy. Okay. In the Barcelona squad, I think I think even Oblak is absent, so they will use Musa as their goalkeeper. In the Barcelona squad, we have the comeback of Jules Koundé and Alejandro Balde, which is good news. But De Jong is not yet completely back. He still has 1 week. Okay, so I think De Jong will be back in a week time. Okay, now that's said and done. Okay, let's go straight to my preferred starting 11. Okay, now I'll start with the Atletico de Madrid squad. Atletico de Madrid, I think the starting 11 will be Musso as the goalkeeper. Left back, I think they're going to have Ruggeri also. Ruggeri, I think is the one that's going to start. As a center defender, I think they're going to have Hanko and Lonormand. As their right back, they're going to have Molina. Personally, that's what I think. Because they are going to play in 4-4-2. So those are the 4 guys behind. The 4 guys at the midfield are going to have Giuliano, the son of the coach Simeone, as the right winger. Then they're going to have Koke and Baina, because Barrios is absent. Okay, Koke and Baina. I think Molina too is starting because Llorente is absent. So Koke and Baina in the midfield. Okay, and then left they're going to have Ademola Lookman as the left winger. Then in front they're going to play with Alvarez and Griezmann. Now for the Barcelona squad, okay, we know that most of our players are back, okay, and they're just some international break. Most of them played, some of them did not play, some of them had small minutes here and there. So I'm going to give my lineup, okay, based on the form of the players and what I think and what I expect in this match. I will expect us to go in and win. I expect us to go in and win, or at least draw. The worst should come to the worst, we are going to draw. At least let's not lose a lot of points, okay? Because Atletico de Madrid are going to give us a very hard time, but I believe we can win. And with the absence of Rafinha, it's not really going to be easy, but yet possible. I even made a video where I talked of how do we cope in the absence of Rafinha. Please, you guys should go watch it. I gave propositions what we can do. Now, our lineup, we have Joan Garcia, obviously, okay. Then at right back, I would prefer we start with Ronald Araujo at the right back position. I'll prefer. Why do I prefer that? I prefer that Eric Garcia should be focused and played as a number 6, the defensive midfield position, so that Koundé and Araujo are going to play in that right back position. Now, let me tell you guys something. If fit Koundé beat any other right back person that we have there, okay, and since he's fresh, he's rested enough, I think he can do the job. So I'll prefer that we alternate Eric Garcia and Bernal, because Bernal coming back from injury. Okay, I don't want us to overuse him, because the matches that we have from now to the end of the season, we're going to be having matches every 3 to 4 days, every 3 to 4 days. So I'll prefer we alternate Bernal and Eric Garcia dans number 6 position, so that l'un ne va pas trop jouer plus que l'autre pour éviter les blessures. We don't have to minimize injury chances at this point in time. So right back, I'll prefer Araujo. Okay, center defenders Kubasi and Gerard Martin. Left back will play Cancelo. Okay, now the midfield will play Bernal and Pedri. They will play Fermin as our number 10. Why? Because Fermin will be covering up. Okay, or Fermin will be playing with Lamine Yamal, since Araujo is not a proper right back, so he will not be able to double up in front to help Lamine Yamal. So Fermin can do that. Okay, then Bernal will be helping to cover up, okay, for Cancelo, to help Cancelo since in that is win, so that Juliano Simeone should not deal with him. Okay, so I'll say we'll have Fermin, then we'll have Rashford as a left wing. Now I wanted to play Lewandowski as a number 9, but it's not a good idea since he played with Poland 180 minutes both matches, so he should be rested and we prepare him for Champions League. So I prefer Ferran Torres as number 9 and Lamine Yamal on the left, on the right wing. Okay, so I will have Rashford, Ferran Torres, and Lamine Yamal. Now Bernal will help to cover up for Rashford's laxity too. Okay, so Bernal will help Cancelo. Okay, and also cover up for Rashford, because Rashford does not track back, and that's the problem that was supposed to solve. So that's my point of view. Now for our substitutes, I'll prefer Kundena comes in for Araujo in the course of the match. Bade comes in for Cancelo in the course of the match so that they can be rested. Eric Garcia comes in the place of Bernal in the course of the match. Olmo comes in the place of Fermin in the course of the match. And Baji comes in the place of Lamy in the course of the match, so that we can rest those guys and prepare them for Tuesday. So we start with a solid lineup, then we we secure our lead very, very early up by the 60th minute. Then we can solve it. Even if one day we are not sure of having a lead, even if it's a draw, it's okay. It's okay. So that's the end of the video. Okay, guys, see you after the match for our post-match analysis. Make sure you like, comment, share. Okay, subscribe and turn the notification bell. See you later. Peace. Visca Barça, Visca Catalonia.